Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
PatandJT.com. That's our website. You can go there and find out where we can listen to our podcast, which if you're not on a podcast platform, if you're listening on our website, you can go subscribe wherever. It's absolutely free because we would probably never charge for this garbage. So we won't
listen to you.
Yeah. So I'm just saying,
Stop it.
It is what it is.
It's not that today though, because we have a guest.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. It's not garbage. So Danell, I'm very sorry. You're not garbage.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, just overall.
So Small Guy Promotions makes a return visit.
Yes.
What's up, Danell?
Oh man, it's great to be back. Thank you for having
Thanks
me.
for
Thank
coming
you.
back. We appreciate
We're
it.
glad to have you back in. As a matter of fact, kind of celebration for you because you're just getting ready to launch.
Yes.
Or you're ready to roll?
Yes, we're
Okay.
ready to go.
Let's talk about this. What are you rolling out?
OmahaFatty.com. It is ready.
Do not go to .net because that is. I made that mistake. Not good.
I didn't even think about that, but that sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
But yes, Omaha Fatty, and Fatty is spelled Fattie.
Okay.
We're doing reviews of usually local restaurants and eateries. We'll probably throw some coffee shops in there and whatnot. Just places that my family loves to go. Well, you know, and it's nice to go to new places too. That's one good thing about being the Omaha Fatty. It's like, ooh, where have we not tried yet?
Right. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like
funny.
a never-ending, probably a never-ending list, really.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, we've had kind of a theme that's been going on the last few days talking
Good
about
point, we have.
restaurants.
Yeah.
We had a guest with
Restaurant Week.
Restaurant Week, we'll call it. Dan Hoppin was in, and he also has, he kind of, what do I want to call it? He's not a professional food critic like you.
Yep.
He enjoys, Omaha's got a lot to offer when it comes to food.
Yes.
And he was talking about that. You've talked about that the number of cuisines that are available that are authentic.
Yes.
It's crazy.
There's so many places. And, you know, again, it's one of those things where I just kind of fell into it. And I'm definitely not a professional. Like I would put that at the end of my blog sometimes. Like, hey, I'm not like a food critic. I'm just a guy who likes food.
I'd trust somebody that's not a professional
Right.
food critic
Right.
than like movie critics. I'd rather trust somebody that's not a trained whatever critic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just a normal person that likes food, likes movies, whatever.
Did you notice, speaking of that too, when you're talking about movies, the special that came out on Netflix with Dave Chappelle?
I haven't seen it. no.
Okay, it's just getting rave reviews by the fans.
Right.
The critics hate it.
Of course.
Hate it. Yeah. But the fans, it's kind of like when you go to Rotten Tomatoes and you want to see what the reviews are. Yeah, the critics completely thumbs down. It's almost like 100% on the fan side.
I bet. I've got to watch that.
It's crazy. I've heard really good. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've just seen clips from it.
I've only heard about
He
it.
makes you think.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the smart. He's a very smart person.
He is. He makes you think. He says some things that aren't popular,
Oh, so
but he makes you think.
a guy at my dojo, he's talking about Dave Chappelle, and he says one of the best things that he had ever heard, like the smartest things. He goes, he had some skit about like homosexuals.
Yeah.
And you know, they put him into the office and they said, hey, you know, we're gonna have to pull that part of the skit. And he's like, why? And she goes, Dave, you're not gay. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not an N-bomb either, but I say that all day. I make fun of that all day.
Thank you.
Right.
So yeah, he's just got a different perspective. He's like a really smart
does.
guy.
Yeah,
He
very
is.
smart guy.
And you got to pay attention to what he says because seriously, you think you're going down one trail, and then you find out, oh, you just got me.
Yeah.
Oh, you just got me because I thought you were thinking something else. And
Yeah.
and he has the audience. You can hear the audience kind of like this nervous laughter.
Yeah.
Because they were on board on one part, and then all of a sudden he drops the bomb, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he's
You just
smart.
made me look stupid.
I feel like I need to go home and watch this. I'm off of work today, so
Yeah.
I'll probably I
Maybe
need
so.
something to do.
Maybe so. That might be a good idea. Now, speaking of movies too, I heard It 2 is out. Have you seen it?
I haven't even seen the first one yet.
I won't. I saw the original, but I don't think I'll go.
Yeah, you should
No.
How about that
Was it not
progressive?
good or was it just scary?
She doesn't like clowns. I was okay. It didn't scare me at all. It was all right.
It's
Yeah. It was
basically
the first
Stephen
one.
King fare for
Yeah.
you.
Did you see that commercial? Is it who's the what insurance commercial is it? we covered it because we've seen that. What,
Oh yeah,
farmers?
like that guy. Yeah.
Have you seen the commercial with all the clowns where the guy gets rear-ended by a clown car and all these clowns go, "Are you okay? Are you sorry?" surrounding the car.
It's like 10,000 clowns get out of
It's
this little
so-
car.
Oh, that was
the
great.
So funny.
stereotypical clown car.
Yeah,
I love those commercials.
It was
too, by
so
the way.
funny.
Those are
that's
funny.
great.
Yeah, it was
no, I
good.
haven't seen that.
So it too came out. I've seen some people posting about it, and they're not impressed, but the kids want to go see it, and this and that. And so I was looking at some stuff. Okay, here's my wormhole for the weekend.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun. So what I found was there was a clown called Wrinkles the Clown.
Terrible name. Of all the names you could pick. Wrinkles?
And I came across this. I can't even remember how I got here, to be quite honest. I really don't remember. But anyway, it's from a list of kind of getting into the Halloween time of year, fall kind of stuff. And there's a list of phone numbers that are creepy phone numbers that you can call and get scared. And we're going to try some of these out as we get into October.
Okay.
But Wrinkles the Clown was one of the numbers because it was real.
Right.
And what Wrinkles would do, he is very similar looking to Pennywise, except it was even. It was kind of like, it was scarier because it was so dumbed down. It was just a white face, a little dot of red on his nose, and Wrinkles was exactly right. But what he would do is he was hiring himself out and to scare kids.
Well, that's a terrible idea.
Right.
Like it would be parents want to scare their kids or other people.
Right. Into behaving. And so he's from Naples, Florida, and he's a retiree, and he's unnamed. Even on Wikipedia, I was trying to find out who the hell this guy is. But he had promoted himself, and so business cards, the whole nine yards. And he would either call the kids or the kids would call him. You know, the parents would pay for this in advance to scare the kids on the phone, which I assume that's what his phone number, the phone number on the creepy list is. Or he would show up at parties if the kid had been misbehaving. Not even parties. He would show up if the kid's been misbehaving.
Okay, I dial back my, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. On some level, I can see parents' frustration would be like, that's it. I'm just gonna scare them.
It's like calling the anti-Santa.
Yeah.
Now, does he just sit in the corner and not say anything, or is he engaged at this party?
It'll be little things like there was a couple of pictures, and he's like off in the distance, you know, in the trees.
Well, that's just awful. You have to the kids have to be able to associate the clown being there for the fact that they didn't clean their room or whatever they're
Right.
getting in trouble for. They can't just see a creepy clown in the ditch.
Yeah.
Wrinkles apparently had some sort of a reputation,
bet.
locally known. So if Wrinkles showed up somewhere, little
Oh.
kids, it'd be like, oh God, Wrinkles.
I must have screwed up. Oh, okay. So he
just show up.
That's funny.
It's like Elf on the Shelf.
Yes,
Like-
yes, exactly. I thought this was hilarious. I was
Okay,
like,
so that's if he has a kind of locally known as if you misbehave, you keep doing this, Wrinkles is going to show up, and then Wrinkles shows up. That I kind of like that.
he's just standing off in the distance,
Yes.
staring into the house or something.
man.
You know, it's just looking.
that
at you
is
like,
that's awesome. I changed my mind completely. That's
that's-
awesome.
I thought that
And the
was
parents
hilarious.
know, so it's, I mean, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's okay. Nobody's going to get beat up.
Wow, I kind of like that.
It's still a little creepy though. Like, talk about some future clown haters.
Sure.
A lot of kids. A lot
Yeah,
of
the
kids are
clown
gonna be
industry
affected.
probably doesn't like Wrinkles very much because
Right?
he's
We were talking about that because, you know, when the first one came out with all the people being, I think you guys were talking about it on the radio, with people being in the woods and stuff.
Do you
and all
remember
this
that?
Because one of them happened locally here, where out between it was like on the gravel part of Giles between 168th and 180th is where a clown was in the ditch.
When that all started, was that back when they were just starting to promote the new movie It?
They were just.
Was it kind of?
I don't even think they had shot it yet. I think they were just talking about redoing it. And
You have like clowns running around with hatchets,
right.
Yeah.
and running into the woods.
Terrifying.
Well, there's a bunch of videos out there too. Have you seen it? Like, it'll be like a parking garage, and they'll be like, it's all staged where they have like this fake body, and they have this clown with like a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And there's like people walking around the corner, and all of a sudden they
Hilarious.
just see them swing the sledgehammer, and then
Yeah.
blood just splatters
Yeah.
everywhere.
Those videos are pretty funny.
They are.
God,
yeah,
no,
they're pretty funny.
Holy
They're
I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that.
yeah, no,
but
it's
that was
great to
pretty
watch.
funny,
It's
yeah.
great to watch.
staged pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think part of it that got me here, and I can't remember, to the clown thing. I think this was it. I saw an advertisement yesterday for a thing called it's spelled Babe, Babyeyes, so baby eyes.
Okay.
It's basically like a GoPro for babies.
Mm-hmm.
So then you keep the videos. Then the babies, when they grow up, can see the first time they saw. You know, when
what
they,
it looked like when they were
from
looking
the
at
crib.
Mom. Okay.
From right, it's kind of creepy.
Kind of creepy. I mean,
It's kind of creepy.
kind of cool, kind of creepy.
But there was
Yeah.
picture in that segment, there was something with a clown, somehow. I think that's where I ended up going off in the other direction. But the baby body camera. It's like he's playing, or they're crawling on the floor, or standing up.
Kind of a cool idea.
It is, because you get to see from the baby's perspective the first time he stands up.
Yeah.
First time he eats,
Sure.
here comes the airplane.
Yeah.
That kind of all that good stuff. And
So it's not bad. It's not a bad idea. It's just
it's kind of creepy, because it does show like grandma reaching into the crib to pick him up,
and it's never a good angle.
It's never.
Never.
Nobody looks good at that angle.
No.
Come here,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, it looks bad.
You see him coming down in to pick him up. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
it is. It's kind of neat, because then you get to see the first time. Like the first time the baby sees, the first time mom sees baby, or the first time grandma sees
So
baby.
what it would have looked like
what
from
their-
your perspective, if you were a baby that could process anything,
Right.
you could have seen that's what
This
you would
is
have
what
seen.
you
It'd be
saw.
cool to see your mom back then, 40 years ago, whatever, doing that.
That's a lot of footage, though. Who's editing?
Good point.
Right? I don't know.
Very good
I'm
point.
sure there's a service connected to this.
Hit us up at Parkville Media. We'll help you out with all of your video editing.
There you go.
Absolutely, yeah. So I thought that was kind of creepy. That I saw that, and then that's the clown, and then I came across the list.
I've got a quick clown thing for you before you get on with your
Awesome.
list.
I can't wait.
Like haunted houses / whatever that are open now this time of year, they have rules, like they can't touch people.
Yeah, no.
But I'm pretty disappointed with, and I won't say the name of one, but this weekend my daughter went to one on Saturday and had to end up leaving because
There's a haunted house open? Why do I not realize
I think they
that?
opened last weekend. I think.
So they get a full month?
Oh yeah,
And
they'll-
then some?
They'll milk
6
it all.
weeks.
Yeah, we could buy Halloween candy in June. Remember, like
that's
they all
true.
overlap anything. Yeah, when this clown with a chainsaw wouldn't leave her alone, and she ended up crying and had to leave.
That would freak me out.
Oh yeah,
Well-
she was free, and she had stayed in. This is an area place where you can stay away from the clowns. You can stay. There's space, right? And this person and this clown, whatever, and the chainsaw just was on her 6 for like 5 minutes, and she started crying. She's like, "I gotta go." She's with friends too.
You got to be careful.
Yeah,
I mean,
was
seriously,
pissed.
if you're that character, I hope he got fired.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
Yeah.
You got to know where the line is.
You know if someone is really deathly scared of something, or
Pick
if
up
she's
some-
like to the point where she's social cues, she's turning around, she's covering her ears, it was loud. Just
And like,
go
don't
to
you only
somebody
have
else.
an area? Like I used to work when I was a teenager out in Bellevue at a place that had, we were working at the haunted house.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a rule. Like you didn't touch people. But I also, a couple years ago, back in 2017, when I was doing the blog every month, I went out to a place out in Elkhorn to check it out. And there was nothing like that. You could go, they had little tunnels that you would go through, but all you did was just scare, and then you'd go and run to another place. Like, and
they didn't. I
supposed to
asked
have
her
a range.
specifically if nobody
Yeah.
touched her, but nobody touched her. It was just like invaded her space, and this clearly it was not. She was
That would
just
make
not
me-
pleased with the whole situation.
it would terrify me. Even though I know I'm at a haunted house,
Yeah.
there's got to be a way. The clown thing is out of hand. Sorry, the clown thing is getting ridiculous because they know that people have a real phobia about it, and because it's been advertised and promoted and talked about so much, that's why it's
yeah.
so.
People don't think it's that
yeah.
big of an intense thing. It's like it's a clown. You can't. It's not spiders or snakes. It's a clown. People don't
I
think
know
that there are
people
people
who
legit.
Just, don't
Petrified.
like
It just like I feel my body go cold.
Right, and not just women either. Like guys, like I have a
Yeah.
friend. He's a local, he's a local hip hop artist, and like he's like, nah, man, you better stay off my timeline with those clowns. Like, he like it's like a real thing.
People think that's funny, and I'll go that far because they'll throw stuff on my timeline. Okay, that's fine, but not
Because you
in
can
my
delete
face.
it or hide it.
Right? Do you remember years ago when they had the Shrine Circus came to town?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the one with the blue hair?
Boing.
Boing. So Boing comes to visit the station with another clown, and they found out via our producer that I was terrified of clowns. And so the way our studio was set up, it was you walk in and it was L-shaped to go around to the back to where I sat in the back corner. I couldn't get out.
Yeah, you were frozen.
And they came at me. I mean, like wanting hugs kind of thing. And I'm like, you don't, I'm going to pass out. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to melt into a puddle. I don't know what to do to get away from you.
yeah.
And they finally, it's like, and you work as a clown professionally. I think that's part of the curriculum.
Yeah,
Don't they tell you there are some people that are terrified of
Yes. So if you pick up on that social cue, you bail.
you? Right?
Yeah.
Because then the fun's gone.
Yep.
You stay over there and do your clown thing.
Yes.
But don't touch me.
Yep.
And come at me.
Yep.
Well, it was because of you guys, because when you talked about it on your show, you talked about how actual party clowns were being upset because that's how they make their living.
Exactly.
And you have all these people out there misrepresenting their
because
field.
they couldn't get work, or
Right.
they were losing jobs because you had all these clowns that were showing up terrifying people and just like hovering around the edges of forests and hanging on the side of the
Just
road.
creepy.
And so then regular clowns aren't getting jobs.
Yep.
So
Not
regular
that I could
clowns
ever-
aren't given
Clowns. I know
jobs.
clowns here in town. We're actually going to have one this weekend.
Yeah. Are you really?
Yeah, like she does face painting, and she's the nicest.
She's not a scary clown. She's not going to
Not
kill
at all.
you.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh
And I would think that she's been in the game long enough to okay.
It takes a certain kind of person to be a clown, though, too. I just have to say, and there's a range. I'm just going to say.
Make some bank though. Good ones can make some
Right?
scratch. Yeah.
They can. So, but then we come back to Wrinkles, who would charge a few $100
Now that's a
get
public
hired.
service. Yeah.
to come scare the kids and to straighten them up.
It's better than saying, "Don't make me call the police."
Right.
Right?
Yeah, because people are people
the
scared of the
police
police?
hate that.
Police
Yeah.
they want people to respect them, not be scared.
Right,
But sometimes
right.
you got to scare kids and threaten them and get them to do anything.
Yep.
Like if the kid's not waking up for school, you know what? If you're late one more time, you sleep without alarm one more time, your alarm clock's going to be Wrinkles. So one day you get Wrinkles in there, and Wrinkles like,
Oh man,
wake up, Rhonda. Oh, never sleep through her alarm again.
never sleep there. They'll probably just never sleep again.
Never sleep again. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
And now we have insomnia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
One problem to another. Okay, another thing that I saw this weekend, I was watching, I was flipping channels, I have to admit. I don't get on TV very often, and I was trying to find something to watch. My NASCAR race wasn't until last night, and I was done watching. I binged my TV shows that I wanted to watch, and so I was trying to find something flipping through. And I came across a story about a baseball player, and I think he plays for the A's, but I'm not sure. He has a rather unusual facial hair. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
If you're on one side of him, it looks like he has a beard and a mustache, but on the other side, it looks like it's a Fu Manchu. So it comes down off his
So what if that's like
the
is he a
side.
pitcher?
yeah.
So maybe it's just one little tool
And
to
then
distract batters because that'd mess you up.
Right?
man,
it
that's-
does. It messes you up. I think his name is Mike Fiers, Fiers. I'm not sure. I was trying to write it down.
If any
'cause I
of
was
that's accurate,
fascinated.
we'll throw a picture up on the description
It's
of this.
crazy. See if you can find him. He's Googling right now. It's Fiers. And it comes down his chin line and
Okay.
stays around here. And then when it gets on the other side, it goes straight up the side of his mouth. And then it's a mustache.
That's awesome.
And they looked for the, they looked for, right? Show Pat when you get a chance. They were looking for the weirdest mustache. And so he and his teammates Googled it.
Oh wow, that is weird.
And that's what they came up with. And so he grew it
That's cool.
like in 2 weeks.
I will throw. There's a picture on our Facebook page. We'll
man.
throw it up
Yeah,
there. That's cool. Weird.
Weird.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that would mess you up though. It's just one little tool that he could use against the batter that's just off. That's going to throw him off a little
little
bit.
bit.
It's thick. I mean, it's not like.
Oh yeah, he can grow some hair.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Seriously. Have you always had facial hair?
I alternate. Like when I
You got
shave,
a
I'll
beard
keep it
going,
shaved for
a
a
little
bit.
bit of a mustache, yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep it shaved if it, like I'm actually to that point probably where I'm gonna shave soon.
Shaving sucks.
It does.
I hate shaving. I dread like this is like
What if-
tomorrow I'll shave, but it's just like there's another 20 minutes in the shower.
Yeah, if you don't stay up on it, like,
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what happens. Basically, if I miss however long,
Yeah.
then I'm like, well, now I have to get the clippers. It's
Yes,
more than
and
just
then-
a shave.
Yes, and then you got to yes.
Yeah,
So just let it grow.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah.
Hey, you've never done that. Have
Because
you?
I can't get past the itchy stage. Like I get to that point, and now Beth's like, "Come on." She goes, "Like after 2 days." She goes, "You gotta," and I want that. If there's a possibility of making out, I want that. I don't want to take that off the table, so I will shave. But I just hate it. 20 minutes in the shower.
So she gets to that point where it's like, nope.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I will not let it go past 48 hours because if she ever looks at me and is like, "Hey, want to make out?" I don't want my facial hair to be the reason why she says
Well,
no.
she says, wow, I was going to see if you want to make out, but nope.
Yep.
There'll be times where my wife, she'll just jump. Oh, what was that? Your beard hair pinched me.
Yeah.
It poked me.
Time
Sorry.
to go shave it off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, weird. Okay. All right. Another story that we had too that we were talking about last week about reboots. Because the Brady Bunch did the renovation.
Oh, with the house, yeah.
Right. And so it's kind of like HGTV is throwing something out there to kind of kind of test the waters. Because if this goes over well, which it appears it kind of is, that you might see, right. And they were only on for like 4 or 5 seasons.
That was it.
Isn't that crazy? Like in the early 70s.
Man, I still see it from time to time.
It's crazy.
All the time, yeah.
I know it. It's like, every episode probably do, but they're probably like 20 some episodes every season.
Yeah.
But so there were a lot more episodes because they did so many more at the time. But other TV shows that you'd like to see them renovate the house, which could be good, or like 90210 did their reboot, sort of. It's more like the real life version of the characters.
Right. It's weird.
Kind of weird. Apparently, there's a Family Matters reboot in the works.
Oh, we still watch that.
Possibly with Urkel.
Really?
At one point, he was off the table. He wasn't going to be part of this.
Yep.
But apparently, Urkel needs a job.
I
thought he's doing some
a lot of
doing
behind
good,
the
isn't
scenes
he?
stuff.
Like he does like producing and stuff like that, right?
Like
You'd be stupid not to. If it's a good idea and it's a good script, why not? Make a little
I
extra
can see
cash.
that. Yeah, Family Matters still good. What do you
Lee texted us and asking if Leave It to Beaver was rebooted in the 90s. I don't remember that being rebooted. And then also Saved by the Bell was kind of rebooted. It was, I guess that would be a reboot. It was the college years was after Saved by the Bell, and then they came back later with a new cast, and it just didn't work.
Yep.
So I guess that's kind of a reboot, but not. But
it is. It's that genie in a bottle kind of thing with the cast chemistry.
Yep.
And I don't even want to see reboots so much as I want to see the sets and the things that they had on the show in real life, IRL. Like I'd love to go to Jurassic Park IRL and ride in that car. I think that'd be fun. And they probably have that somewhere.
I'm sure they do. Have
Yeah.
you ever been to the Flintstones one in South Dakota?
Oh, man. That just made me think of John Goodman and who was in the movie, the Flintstones movie.
Yeah.
Who was Barney? I can't remember who Barney.
He was on, wasn't he on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Oh, was it him?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It's that guy.
Moranis.
Moranis.
Rick
Moranis. That's him. Yes. That's him.
Oh, man.
God,
Yeah.
he looks like Barney even.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you ever been to Jellystone Park? Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, fine. They have have you ever seen the real life version of the Flintstones house that somebody actually lived in?
I have seen that. That's kind of cool. That's
No.
what I'm
Somebody
talking about.
built a Flintstones house.
I believe it.
It was for sale not that long ago for a lot of money because talk about a unique property to try to price.
I believe it.
But
Zillow, your Zestimate would be really hard to get accurate.
site keeps crashing.
Right.
I can't get it. His estimate's not working. But yeah, it looked like the Rebels house.
That's
like
cool.
A Barney Rebels
That's
house
what I wanna
with
see.
The
rounded-
inside and everything, too, or just the outside?
I think the inside did. Yeah, the inside did too. Because everything's kind of like, it wasn't the straight edges. Everything was like
rock. Because,
Because rocks, yeah.
because rocks.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Chisel.
Obviously.
Something like that. Anyway, all right. So I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, and then the sad passings this weekend. Eddie Money last week and then Rick Ocasek.
Yeah.
Somebody
saw
watching
that,
Rick
Eddie
Springfield?
Right.
I just want to. I mean, seriously, who's going to be that? That was just too soon. Both of them were 70 years old.
Yeah.
Time
And-
just flies by too
And Eddie Money had been
fast.
sick, though, right? Eddie Money, was Rick Ocasek sick? He's 75.
He
He
always
wasn't.
looked like he was near death.
Yeah. Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Mick Jagger's wearing a helmet right now.
Oh, man.
He should be.
Yeah, constantly.
Talk about living on what he's playing on house money right now.
For sure.
No
Oh,
doubt.
Man, something. That's like the worst thing about getting older. Like all the people that you used to look up to and just,
Yeah.
Right.
they start passing. You're just like, oh no, another one.
Yeah.
And now what? I know you guys have talked about this before too. All those prank accounts or whatnot, or news reports of people dying who didn't really die. I don't know why you would do that, but why?
They're all set up. I know you see every once in a while an accidental one will show up on TV. I think Ruth Bader Ginsburg was one of them that they posted by accident because every network has all of the in memoriams prepared.
So they can be
that-
the first to go.
Right? So everything is ready to roll the minute somebody dies. So that everybody's constantly updating Wikipedia type things. You know,
Right.
they're always updating. 'Cause
What
you
a
never
crappy
know.
job to have as the production person.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It
that'd be
kind of
weird.
would be when you have this. I remember when one of the radio stations I worked at was in a little town, and we had they always had the death report each day.
Yeah. That'd be weird. I mean, that's total
And if you didn't do it,
TBT to old time radio.
Oh man.
right?
Yeah.
If you didn't do it, you got phone calls. If there wasn't, because you had to, if nobody died, you needed to announce that nobody died.
We're all still here.
man.
Because and the sad part was it was kind of ambulance chasing, but in a different sense because it was like bakers and florists,
Heck yeah.
etc.
Leads.
It was.
Right.
For
Right.
sure
Yeah.
leads.
It was was like your tip club.
Let me send this mailer.
For leads. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they listen.
Or for creeps that wanted to see who was widowed. Jesus just singled her up. I'm gonna go look up
God.
Marge. It's like, you know.
Well, everybody knows that's when you rob people too.
Right.
That's true
Like,
too.
you know.
When they're at the funerals.
Yep.
Those are the real dregs of society.
Yeah.
They go do that when somebody's
Douchebag.
during
Yes.
somebody-
Yeah.
there you go.
Oldie bags.
During somebody's funeral. Wow. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for coming in.
Thanks,
Yes.
Danell.
No, thank you for
And
having me.
Omaha Fatty
Yes.
launches when?
It's good to go now.
It's good to go now.
We don't have a logo yet, but the website is good to go. It's
Cool.
up. We send out a weekly newsletter, so if you go there, you can sign up for that and check out the reviews.
Sweet.
We're gonna have new reviews coming out on Wednesdays, so in case people want to go out to a new spot for the weekend or something like that,
Good idea.
It's there. And then
Do you have all of your reviews on that website now?
a lot of them.
You're
I'll be
getting there?
working on some new ones.
How many do you think you have?
I don't know. I haven't
It's
gone through
impressive
them all.
list,
I haven't
I'm
gone
gonna say.
because it's been over 2 or 3 years of information.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we've grabbed the longer ones. There are some ones that are shorter that we didn't put on the website, so none of those are on there. And there's
Okay.
some that I'm going to go and revisit because I'm like, oh no, I really need to expand like this. Like we went to a foodie night out for the Facebook group that I have, where we try to go maybe like once a
love it.
month.
I love
You
it.
try to support a local place.
Yeah.
And we went to China African cuisine. And I went back and looked at the review that I did for that, and it was only like a paragraph. So it needs to be
okay.
like at least like 3 paragraphs long to be on the website.
Some meat.
So when you go to these places, I might point out, like if somebody wants to suggest a place to you, absolutely. If a restaurant wants to get on your list, absolutely, because this isn't like a food critic.
No.
This is like constructive criticism. If there's something that you didn't like, and you're not like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah, no, it's just
not
about my
that.
experience.
It's your
Yeah.
experience there, and so it is kind of a neat way to put it all on the line, and then invite you and your friends or whoever to come down.
Yeah, I mean-
and see what the review is, because like a lot of people would say, they'd rather you tell them. They want to know
Yeah.
about what the feeling is instead of quietly giving bad reviews to
Yeah,
other people.
yep.
And if somebody changes things up, you'll go back.
Well, and that's what some of the groups are like, like the Taste of Papillion or Taste of Bellevue. They're like, hey, this group isn't for negative comments. Like, if you have a negative comment, we suggest that maybe you reach out to the manager or the owner directly and let them know. Like, I had an experience actually recently, and I didn't say anything like publicly on social or anything. I just contacted the owner, because I had seen him post, and I'm like, I don't know him, but like we're in a couple of groups together, so I just sent him a message. And I was like, hey, these are the nachos that I got. And my wife thought that they were a different kind of chip because they were so dark.
Yeah.
They were just
Yeah.
burnt.
Right.
But he was like, hey, I'm sorry. Come back in. We'll refund your money, give you some new nachos. He was super
That's cool.
apologetic about it. I was like, yeah, man, I know you're cool. Like, I wasn't trying to put you on blast or anything like that. I just
they
didn't
want a
think that
heads
these
up,
met
yeah.
your standard.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, he was
exactly.
super cool about it.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of people rush to social and just want to talk bad about
I know.
places.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the first person you're going to go tell.
Yeah.
I can think about 3 other people maybe you should start with, before you go there, especially when you're just wanting to do damage.
Yeah,
If you
and that's-
seriously want to help somebody.
Right. And that's the thing.
Right?
A lot of times my wife and I say, it's not about the mistake. Like, everybody makes mistakes. You can make a mistake, but it's how you, like, when you're notified about that mistake, how you respond to
you can
that.
fix it, yeah.
That's customer service.
Yeah.
At the basics, just at the most basic level, like when you call anywhere and you ask any question, if they don't have an answer, instead of saying, "Oh, I don't really know. I'm not sure." Act like you always know, and then say, "Can I put you on hold?" And then turn around and go, "Does anybody know
Right.
how to do
Try
X,
to
Y,
get
Z?"
something.
To make your customer always feel like you care about what they think.
Mm-hmm.
You want to care
I
about.
think that's what it is a lot of times. It's just that validation, because if you get blown off, you're like, you feel like your
Yep.
opinion doesn't matter or your experience doesn't matter.
And chances
So-
are the owner or the manager would not do that. So you call
Right.
into an employee and they do that. They would want to know
Yep.
how their employee treated you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly right. All right. Well, check it out, guys. It's omahafatty.com.
Yep.
Kuglervision.com.
F-A-T-T-I-E.
F-A-T-T-I-E. That's all right. Hey.
F-A-T-T-I-E.
Customer service is huge for Kugler Vision as well.
Kugler Vision at kuglervision.com. From their website to your first interaction in person, everything is about their clients. Everything's about their guests, so to speak. Whether it's on the website, ton of great information. It's really well organized. and it's in layman's terms, so they aren't trying to speak over your head, and they want to make sure you understand what's available, and the fact that they are the number one LASIK provider in the state. Plus, they have all the options, all the different procedures. I think there are 7 different ones, and they offer all of them. And they want to make sure that you're a good candidate because they want it to be a win-win situation. That's why they want you to come in for the consultation, which you can schedule right on their website at KuglerVision.com.
And if you are a candidate and you decide to go on with the procedure, use the promo code. It's PatentJT 2019. Patent JT 2019, and they'll knock $500 off that approved procedure that you get done. So
that's
it's
their way.
A thank you.
It is. It's their way of saying
you.
thank you for listening to our podcast because it's only for you. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate that, and they wanted to pass that along, and I appreciate it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
we love them for that. So absolutely, get online at KuglerVision.com.
PatentJT.com, OmahaFatty.com, KuglerVision.com, all the .coms. Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Parkville Media Production.